And ground to cockpit. G'day mate, go ahead and show me where you'd like to point now. Ground to cockpit, toast driving up right now.
Ground to flight deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Flow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Lima 1 Unicom 122.8, g'day.
122.8, Emirates 504 Lima, have a good one.
You do.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, Skyline 5345 with you, flight level 290, descending flight level 270.
Skyline 5345 Melbourne Centre, there's no flight plan in the system, could you refile please?
We will refile now, Skyline 5245.
Thank you. Skyline 5345 for now, you can continue to descent, flight level 250. Minus 452, contact tower 120.5, g'day.
120.5, coordinates 452, cheers.
Just 1123, when able, report the runway in sight.
Delta 1123 has runway inside.
723, roger. From your current heading, join final, cleared independent visual approach, runway 3 for left.
When ready, join final independent visual approach, 3 for left, Jets 1123.
Send us. Thank you.
Got 5345A firm, I have your flight clearance available.
Skyliner 5345, thank you for confirming. We are ready for star clearance when you are, thank you.
Got 5345, roger, you cleared the rivet for arrival, runway 3 for left. Descend now, flight level 130, information Delta is Sydney current.
Skyline 5345 is cleared via the rivet for arrival, runway 3 for left. Descend flight level 130 now, information Delta at Sydney is now current. Skyline 5345.
Zealand 361 Melbourne Centre, good afternoon.
G'day, I just wondered if you were covering Melbourne Airport.
Confirm, and I've just put an ADIS information November, is now current.
Okay, New Zealand 361 at gate Echo 5 with November requesting IFR clearance to Sydney.
Zealand 361 Melbourne Centre, g'day, you're cleared to Sydney via Docell, flight plan route, runway 34, Docell 1 departure, climb VATPAC 5000, squawk 4555, departure frequency 132.2.
Docell flight plan route, Docell 1 departure runway 34, initial climb 5000, squawk 4555 and departure frequency 132.2. New Zealand 361.
New Zealand 361. Just 1123, connect tower 120.5, g'day.
Over the tower, thanks for being online, Jets 1123.
Light slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. In up. Sink rate. Sink rate. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain. Light slow. Bank angle. Bank angle. Approaching minimums.
Minimum.
2,500. 1,000. 500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain. Terrain ahead. Terrain ahead.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb. 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 Clear of conflict. Descend. 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 Crossing. Descend. Descend. Crossing. Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
New Zealand 361 Gate Echo 5 requesting push and start.
New Zealand 361, pushback approved.
Push approved, New Zealand 361.
Alright, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start engines.
Go at 98, contact me 132.2, expect star.
132.2, Skyline 98.
Alright mate, operation complete, go ahead and set the parking brake.
Melbourne Centre, g'day, Skyline 98, flight level 380.
Alright mate, disconnecting toes,
Go
stand by.
98, Melbourne Centre, g'day, cleared 39 Alpha, arrival, runway 34, flight level 380.
Been losing on Alpha, runway 34, flight level 380, Skyline 98.
Lost positions inbound Melbourne, information, Oscar, now current changes, wind 360 degrees, 17 knots, temperature 23.
So is disconnected, 5 past 10 is removed. Thumbs up on the left and catch you next time, have a safe flight.
New Zealand 361 is ready for taxi.
New Zealand 361, roger, taxi Alpha, Kilo, holding point, runway 34.
Alpha Kilo holding point runway 34, New Zealand 361.
Departures Cathay 100 is with you passing 2,200 for 5,000, heading 290.
Cathay 100 Sydney approach g'day identified, climb flight level 390, own navigation direct to Olsen.
Climb flight level 390 and own navigation direct Olsen, Cathay 100. So we could have just 224s on descent flight level 330 inbound Marlin. We've got Sydney information, Delta.
The 224 Melbourne Centre g'day, it's the Marlin 5 arrival, runway 16 left, descend flight level 130.
Marlin 5 arrival, runway 16 left, descend flight level 130, just 224. And Jetstar 224, we are able to 34 there. Yeah, we've gone for 3 for right, but up to you, we can amend it if you want.
There's any my apologies, runway 3 for right, I got the mixed up.
3 for right, jets 224.
Skyline 5345, descend via starter 10,000, Sydney QNH 1025.
1025, descend via the star 10,000. Skyline 5345.
So 224, descend via starter 6,000, runway 3 for right, expect independent visual approach.
Signal star 6,000 to RDA 3 for right, jets 224.
Hello, Centre, speedbird 15, descending to flight level 170, current flight level 240.
153 Melbourne, turning at A, squawk 1456.
New Zealand 361, holding short runway 34, fully ready.
Zealand 361, wind 362 degrees, 17 knots, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
Copy the winds, runway 34, cleared for takeoff, New Zealand 361.
Bird 15, confirm you copy my last transmission.
Approaching 3-4.
Bird 15, Melbourne Center. Guideline 5345, descend via the start of 6,000, runway 3 for left, expect independent visual approach.
Skyline 5345, descend via the start 6,000, cleared for the independent approach runway 34 left.
5345 negative, expect independent visual approach, not cleared for.
Sorry mate for that. Cleared, expect independent approach runway 34 left, apologies for that.
V1, rotate. Positive rate.
New Zealand 361 airborne, passing 2,700.
New Zealand 361 Melbourne Center, get identified, climb via SID, flight level 350.
Via the SID, flight level 350, New Zealand 361.
frequency, Sydney is filed.
West 31, where are you?
I'm at Canberra, West 31.
All stations, stand by.
Your first check bag free, preferred boarding, and no foreign transactions.
So 324, descend by side of 4000.
Descend by the side 4000, Skyline 5345.
So 224, confirmed, descend by side of 4000.
Descend by side 4000, just on 324.
Senna, did you have something, did you say something before for Skyline 5345?
245 negative, that was just 224.
Roger, apologies.
Alright.
Melbourne Centre Envoy 31, ready to pick up our Alpha to Sydney as well.
Invoice 31, clearance available.
Invoice 31.
Invoice 31, clear to Sydney via Cullen Flight Lounge route, runway 35, Cullen to departure, line via SID 10,000, squawk 4724, departure frequency 128.4.
Clear to Sydney via the Cullen Flight Line route, on to departure runway 35, climb by the SID 10,000, and pick it up, please get the squawk again. And invoice 31.
Squawk 4724.
Squawk 4724, invoice 31.
So 5345, descend via side of 4000.
Descend by south 4000, 5045.
So 224, descend via side of 3000.
Descend by side 4000, just 224.
So 224, right heading 250, put the runway inside.
Right, 250, we are visual units on 224.
So 224. 5245, overhead Nacho, fly your current heading.
So can you please repeat that for 5245?
345 from Nacho, fly your current heading.
Flight current heading from Nacho, Skyline 5245.
So 224, turn right heading 280, join final, cleared ITA, runway 3 for right.
Oxford, second bit on there, 34 Rogers, 224.
245, descend to 3000, turn left heading 070.
Descend to 3000, left heading 070, Skyline 5345.
Skyline 98, when ready, you can descend flight level 250.
When ready, down to 250, Skyline 98.
All stations on the ground at Melbourne Tower is now online, 120.5.
It's 224, Savage 34 up.
So 224, Roger, connect tower 120.5. Good night.
10.25, good night, just 224.
Skyline 5345, continue the turn, left heading 020, report the runway in sight.
020, continue the turn, report when runway's in sight, 5345.
Skyline 5345, confirm do you have the runway in sight?
We do not have the runway in sight at this current moment, Skyline 5345.
5345, Roger, turn left heading 320, the 10 on heading 320, the runway should be your 12 o'clock.
320, Skyline 5345. My net on side for 5345, apologies, we're having a glare in the sun.
345, Roger, from joint final, cleared independent visual approach, runway 34 left.
Clear to independent visual approach, runway 34 left, Skyline 5345.
Thousand to go.
Melbourne Centre, Envoy 31, request taxi.
Voice 31, taxi Delta holding point, runway 35.
Taxi Delta holding point, runway 35, Envoy 31.
And while you're seated, we do ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened about you at all times in case you encounter unexpected bumpy air. And we do thank you for flying with us on American.
No, 5345, connect tower 120.5.
Was that for 5345?
Hey, firm off the tower 120.5. Good night.
120.5, Skyline 5345, thank you.
Melbourne Centre, g'day. Echo Alpha Romeo is a Piper Comanche holding short of runway 35 at Essendon Airport, requesting clearance for a right downwind VFR departure to the south to Moorabbin, one person on board.
Affirming Melbourne Centre, g'day, standby.
Skyline 98, request for descent.
Skyline 98, descent flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Skyline 98.
Okay, Alpha Romeo, QNH 1019, no reported traffic, report airborne.
QNH 1019, report airborne, Echo Alpha Romeo.
Envoy 31, Delta, control runway 35. Taxi Bravo, control runway 12, Papa holding point, runway 35.
Delta across 35, Taxi Bravo across 12, and move it to Papa 35, Envoy 31.
Hey, sir.
Taxi Papa, Envoy 31.
Alvin Center, Echo Alpha Romeo passing 700 for 1000.
Yeah, Romeo, just confirm you're going to Moorabbin VFR and you're maintaining 1 down.
Affirm, to Moorabbin VFR and we'll maintain 1000.
For Romeo, roger, control services terminated, frequency change to correct.
Echo Alpha Romeo, g'day.
G'day.
Number 700 plus 60, are you controlling Avalon airspace?
It's calling Avalon, it's a class golf service.
Melbourne Centre and 31, we're having some issues here after departure if we track direct to Vicky.
Stand by. Floyd 31, no worries.
Thank you. And that's 31.
Go on 98, request per decision.
98, descend via star to 9000, QNH 1018.
Send by star 9000, QNH 1018, that's going on 98.
Envoy 31 approaching Papa, ready for departure.
Alpha Center, g'day, velocity 892, with you climbing to level 155280.
Velocity 892, Melbourne Center, climb flight level 360.
Climb 360, velocity 892.
I'm 98, request over.
Skyline 98, descend via star 5000.
Descend via 5000, Skyline 98.
Envoy 31 on short Papa, ready for departure.
Envoy 31, runway 35, clear for takeoff.
Runway 35, clear for takeoff, Envoy 31.
Skyline 98, descend via star 2500, cleared RMP approach.
Descend via star 2000, bottom, cleared RMP approach from a J4. Skyline 98.
Melbourne Center, Envoy 31, airborne passing 4,400.
Identify, climb flight level 170.
Climb flight level 170, Envoy 31.
Oh, 31 cancels it, clear direct to Cullen.
This is Envoy 31, sorry.
Confirm, cancels it, clear direct to Cullen.
Clear direct to Cullen, Envoy 31.
Still 361, connect me 128.4, expect star.
128.4, expect star, New Zealand 361.
Melbourne Plus A, 363, airborne passing through 2,000 now for 5,000.
Star 40 Melbourne Center, Scott 1322.
1322, just star 40.
Qantas 7353 identified, climb via SID to flight level 370.
Climb via the SID flight level 370 for Qantas 7253.
New Zealand 361 with you, flight level 350.
361 Melbourne Center, cleared Rivet 4 rifle, runway 3 for left. When ready, descend flight level 250.
Rivet 4, runway 34 left, when ready, flight level 250, New Zealand 361.
Star 40 thanks, side clearance available.
Go ahead, star 40.
Star 40 cleared Rivet 4 arrival, runway 3 for left, maintain flight level 330.
Rivet for arrival 34 left, did you say 330 or 350, get star 40?
350.
Maintain 350, get star 40.
Star 40, clear direct to Rivet.
Direct Rivet at Star 40.
Envoy 31, Melbourne Centre.
Envoy 31, go ahead.
Envoy 31, you're cleared Rivet 4 arrival, runway 3 for left, maintain flight level 170.
Cleared Rivet 4 arrival, runway 34 left, maintain 170. Envoy 31.
Envoy 31, can you reduce your speed to reach Rivet at time 0741 Zulu?
Reduce speed to reach 0741 Zulu, Envoy 31.
31, confirm that to reach Rivet at 0741.
Yes, to reach Rivet at 0741, Envoy 31.
New Zealand 361, are you able to reduce your speed to reach Rivet at time 0743 or greater?
Yeah, I can do that, New Zealand 361.
361.
Star 198, establish.
Star 98, connect Melbourne Tower, 120.5, getting.
120.5, Star 198, get out.
Star 40 approaching top of the sea.
The 401 ready, descend flight level 130.
We're ready to descend flight level 130, take Star 40.
New Zealand 361, can you just confirm what time you want me over Rivet?
New Zealand 361, the other aircraft are just disconnected, so you can resume profile speed.
New Zealand 361.
3:53, requesting out of cockpit for 40 minutes.
Actually calling call for landing.
Qantas 7353.
No, I should pull back.
We'll pull back for Qantas 7353, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight. On behalf of the flight crew, we appreciate you being with us today. Wish you a very safe and pleasant journey to your final destination. Hope to see you back here with us soon. Thank you.
Zero 361, continuing descent, flight level 130.
Continue descent, flight level 130, and my estimate for Rivet is 0741.
0361.
Lieutenant, good evening, velocity 1279, taxiing Canberra, runway 354, Melbourne, request clearance.
C1279 Melbourne, Senegal, cleared to Melbourne via Tanta, Blackman Trout, runway 35, Tanta 3 departure, climb via Cedar 10,000, squawk 4577. Departure frequency 128.4.
Clear to Melbourne.
via Tanta, flight plan route runway 35, Tanta 3 departure, climb by SID of 10,000, code 4577, departures 128.4, velocity 1279. Velocity 9, thanks, ready for departure. Velocity 1279. Star 40, descend via Star 10,000, Sydney QNH 1025. Descend via Star 10,000, QNH 1025, this Star 40. Star 40, connect Sydney approach now, 128.3, good night. 128.3, this Star 40, good day. This is 361, descend via Star 10,000, Sydney QNH 1025.
10,000 QNH 1025, New Zealand 361.
Zealand 361, connect Sydney approach 128.3, good day.
128.3, New Zealand 361. See ya. New Zealand 361 with Echo with you, flight level 225.
New Zealand 361, Sydney approach, g'day, information Foxtrot has just become current. May descend via Star 10,000.
Descend via the Star 10,000 and I'll look into Foxtrot, New Zealand 361.
All stations Sydney, Sydney terminal information Foxtrot is now current. Changes, wind 030 degrees, 13 knots. Cut OK, temperature 21. Changes, Sydney information Foxtrot. Star 40, cancel Star, fly heading 090.
090, just Star 40. Departure just Star 525 with you, flight level 150, 5000.
Just Star 525, Sydney approach identified. Climb by SID flight level 280.
Climb 50280, stop 525.
Velocity 1637, descend via star 3000. Report visual.
Sorry, I cut you out of the last part. We got the descent at 3000 for velocity 1637.
Velocity 1637, thank you, and report visual.
Report visual for 1637.
New Zealand 361, descend via star 6000.
Via the star 6000, New Zealand 361.
1637 visual 34 left.
Velocity 1637, thank you.
We will let you know when it is safe to use cellular function. We'll be landing soon.
Approach Jetstar 40, those few shortcuts are going to put me a little bit over max landing weight. Is there somewhere I can hold for a bit?
Just 40, no worries. I can keep you on this heading and then turn you around in a bit longer if that's okay. How much of a delay do you want?
I'll get back to you on that Jetstar 40.
Jetstar 40, no worries. You can affect delay vectors until then though.
Long vectors, Jetstar 40.
And Jetstar 40, stop, descent 8000.
Stop, descent 8000, Jetstar 40.
1637, cancel star, turn left heading 070.
Right 070, 1637.
1637, left 070.
Left, sorry, 7070, 1637.
Jetstar 525, contact Melbourne Centre 125, decimal 0. G'day.
Brisbane Centre 125.10, Jetstar 525. No, hold on, 1 sec.
Jetstar 525, negative. Melbourne Centre 125.0.
My apologies, 125.0. Don't know what happened there, Jenks. Jetstar 525.
No worries. New Zealand 361, descend via star 3000, port visual.
Descend 3000 and report visual. New Zealand 361.
TNet 21, descend via star 3000, report visual.
Descend via star 3000 and we are visual, TNet 21.
TNet 21.
It's 40. I'm going to have to lose about a tonne and a half of fuel, that'll be about 30 minutes.
Star 40, understood. Just maintain present heading for now, I'll get back to you.
Maintain present heading, it's 40.
The 1637, turn left heading 360, join final, cleared independent visual approach, runway 34 left.
Turn left heading 360 for the independent visual approach, runway 34 left, velocity 1637.
New Zealand 361's visual.
New Zealand 361. Velocity 1637, contact Sydney Tower 120.5, g'day.
Tower 120.5, g'day.
And Jetstar 40, stand by, disregard. New Zealand 361, leave Nasho heading 070.
Part Nasho at 070, New Zealand 361.
Team Air 21, descend via star 2000, report the runway in sight.
Descend via star 2000 and we'll go Team Air 21.
Jetstar 40, are you able direct to Bickus, Bravo India Kilo Uniform Sierra?
Yes, I can go direct Bickus, Jetstar 40.
Jetstar 40, thank you. Turn left heading 040 and advise when you're ready to proceed direct.
Left 040 and look Jetstar 40. To the approach, Team Air 21 is visual with 34 left.
Team Air 21, just confirm 34 right?
34 right is probably better, yes. So we are visual with 34 right, Team Air 21.
Team Air 21, thanks. Leave Jacqueline heading 250.
Leave Jacqueline heading 250, Team Air 21.
1,000 to go.
And New Zealand 361, continue heading 020.
Heading 020, New Zealand 361.
And New Zealand 361 from that heading, join final, cleared independent visual approach, runway 34 left, report established.
Cleared independent visual approach 34 left and will report established, New Zealand 361.
Star 40 ready, direct Biggers.
Star 40, resume our navigation, clear direct Biggers, and hold at Biggers, inbound right-hand turns, inbound heading 360, 1.5 minute legs.
Direct Biggers, 360, 1.5 minute legs, just Star 40.
Leaving velocity 213.
Departures, good evening, Jetstar 652 with you, climbing through 2000 for 5000.
Team Air 21, turn right heading 330, join final, cleared independent visual approach, runway 34 right.
Right heading 330, cleared either to join final for independent visual approach 34 right, Team Air 21.
And Jetstar 652 identified, climb via SID, flight level 280.
Climb via SID, flight level 280, Jetstar 652.
New Zealand 361 is established.
New Zealand 361, thanks, contact Sydney Tower 120.5, g'day.
Tower 120.5, New Zealand 361. See ya.
1217, hooroo.
VK 257, good evening, Sydney Tower. Okay.
Jet 657, Sydney Tower, g'day.
2,500.
VK 257, stand number 57. Request IDCF clearance to Melbourne with flight level 400.
Jet 257, contact Sydney ground 1217. That'll be able to help you from there.
To round 217, sorry sir.
New Zealand 361 on final approach 34 left.
New Zealand 361, g'day, Sydney Tower, runway 34 left, clear to land.
34 left, clear to land, New Zealand 361.
Tower, good evening, velocity 213, holding short of Tango, Bravo 10. Velocity 213, g'day, continue taxi Tango to the Tango 6 holding point, runway 34 right. Continue Tango, holding point, Tango 634 right, velocity 213. And Sydney Tower, Team Air 21, 34 right. Team Air 21, good evening, Sydney Tower, runway 34 right, clear to land. Runway 34 right, clear to land, Team Air 21. And Team Air 21, if you can just roll through to Lima. Okay, we'll roll through to Lima, Team Air 21.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Tower, gonna take on us 540.
On us 540, g'day, Sydney Tower. Continue taxi Tango to the Tango 6 holding point, runway 34 right.
Approaching 34 left.
Continue taxi Tango, Tango 6 holding point, runway 34 right, on us 540.
$500. $400. Approaching minimums. 300. Minimum. 200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Tower, good afternoon, velocity 866, confidential of Sierra.
Oscar 866, g'day, Sydney Tower. Continue taxi Tango to the Tango 6 holding point, runway 34 right.
80 knots.
Can get to Tango 6 holding point, runway 348, velocity 866.
New Zealand 361 clearing the run.
New Zealand 361, thanks. Contact ground 121.7. See you later.
Over to ground 1217, New Zealand 361, thank you.
Just on 2860, roger.
Sydney ground, Skyline 187 requesting push and start.
Skyline 187, standby, brake jigsaw 32, taxi Alpha, cross runway 25, correction, hold short Golf.
We'll continue to hold short, jigsaw 32.
Emirates 19, hold position just short of Yankee. Zealand 361, the Sydney ground, g'day. Bay Tree 2 is occupied, would you like Bay Tree 4? Zealand 361, thanks. Turn left onto Juliet, Yankee, hold short runway 25.
Jetty Star 125, ready for push, gate 59.
Just a 125, standby, brake is correction, jigsaw 32, taxi Alpha, cross runway 25, holding point Alpha 6, runway 34 left.
Continue down Alpha, cross to runway 25, holding point Alpha 6, jigsaw 32 heavy.
And all stations, new departure frequency is 129.7, 129.7 for departures.
Sydney ground, Qantas 479, domestic 12, ready for push.
Standard call, second call sign.
Qantas 479.
479, your number 4, standby.
Go ahead and get 30.
Qantas 741, request taxi.
Qantas 741, taxi Charlie, hold short Golf.
Charlie, hold short, Golf, Qantas 741.
VK2 Kaiserberg, clear to move, but
International Cargo 6 currently holding short on Bravo on Lima.
Two stations, one Golf rate 21, City ground, g'day, just confirm with Bay International 6.
Bay International Cargo 6, yes.
Golf rates at 21, thanks. Taxi Lima, hold short 3 for left.
Lima, hold short 3 for left. 2-man 21.
VJet 257, Sagan, clearance.
3 to Melbourne, VK
257, departure Wharf 2, squawk 4363, which is 257.
Jet 257 planes, confirm your bay number.
Would flight level 400, sir?
Negative, your bay number where you're currently parked. He's on 361, cross 25 to the bay. Emirates 19, taxi Alpha, cross runway 25, holding point at Alpha 6, runway 34 left.
Sydney ground standby, I'm having an issue with one engineer.
Emirates 19, so just confirm a taxi.
Taxi via Golf, crossing, turn to Alpha, crossing runway 25. Emirates 19er.
Sydney ground, corner 7057 with Foxtrot, request IFR clearance to Melbourne.
Got 7057, Sydney ground, good day, standby, brake, Jetstar 125, give way to the outbound corner, say 320, once they're clear, push it route.
Hello, Sydney ground, Qantas 467, requesting clearance to Melbourne is filed.
Station calls, please don't step over the other aircraft, Jetstar 125, just confirm.
Got that. 125, push approved.
Thanks, brake, corner 477, bay 4, push it route.
Sorry, confirm, corner 477.
Affirm.
Push approved, corner 477.
Hello, Sydney ground, Qantas 467 is requesting clearance to Melbourne as filed.
Skyline 187, bay 3, push approved, face south.
Skyline 187, push approved, facing south.
All stations request a clearance, expect PDC shortly.
Hello, Qantas, Sydney ground, Qantas 467. We have information Foxtrot on board requesting clearance to Melbourne as filed.
Expect PDC.
Qantas 41 holding short of Golf.
Push approved.
Locked.
Qantas 479, push approved.
Push approved, Qantas 479. Jetstar 206, requesting for push and start, gate 40.
Jetstar 206, hold position.
Qantas 741, holding short of Golf.
Qantas 741, thanks, taxi Charlie, cross runway 25, Bravo 10, hold short Sierra.
Charlie, cross 25, Bravo 10, hold short Sierra, Qantas 741.